Welcome back to the Buffalo Take. This is episode 14. I'm Cam Dixon. I'm here with Travis Ogerbina.
What's going on, guys?
We got a lot to talk about this week. Not
Yeah.
only, college football, NFL, a lot of college basketball. We had
Yeah. A
Tyler
lot.
Walker on last week, our first special guest, and not the biggest college guy, which is fine, but we
hmm
it was a big week not to talk about in college basketball, so we're gonna make up for some lost time in this one. Um, Yeah, let's get right into it. Got a lot to talk about. We'll start with college football, obviously. Big coaching change.
Yeah.
We talked about Nick Saban retiring, and I think we got as far as who uh, who we thought would be the coach.
Yeah, I think you did. I don't think I said anything.
Yeah, I think all I said was Norvell, maybe. I don't know, but
Yeah.
we were. I was completely wrong. Kalen DeBoer.
That's surprising.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think it's a good hire,
hmm
but they lost a lot this last week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Not good. I mean, that was
yeah.
expected, though.
Yeah,
We expected
yeah,
that.
but I thought when they brought in DeBoer,
Yeah,
they
I
would keep
know.
some guys and some guys would recommit and stuff, but
hmm
they lost both of their future wide receivers,
Yep.
who are 5 stars, and Caleb Downs just entered the transfer portal this morning.
Yep.
Amari Black entered the transfer portal. A lot of guys
They're
are
not.
going.
Yeah, they're just not going to be as dominant anymore.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting season. I think it'll
Yeah.
definitely be a bridge year, but I think DeBoer could
Yeah.
be their guy down the line.
Yeah, 100%. He just took Washington to the national championship.
True. And speaking of Bama, before we go to Washington, the UB head coach, Maurice Linguist, he got hired as a co-defensive coordinator.
I saw that.
Good for him.
Yeah,
He'll make
I
bank
don't know
there.
how.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
DeBoer saw something.
maybe.
I was talking to a former UB player, one of my buddies. He said he was surprised by it, but he got a kick out of me when I said maybe DeBoer sees a Dan Quinn type potential. Yeah,
That's
so
funny.
we'll see how that goes, but good for him.
hmm
Then moving on to Washington, Jed Fish just took the job there.
Yeah, good hire there.
Yeah, I agree. Jed Fish had a great year at Arizona,
Yeah,
but just like
sucks for Arizona,
yeah,
but
yeah, I agree. Just like DeBoer, Fish had. He already lost the whole offense,
yeah.
but now he lost Will Rogers, who was committed to Washington.
hmm
Jabbar Muhammad's in the transfer portal.
Yeah, they're not gonna be.
They're not going to be great,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
we'll see how they do. They lost Penix, Johnson, all three wide receivers, their tight
yep,
end, two or
yep,
three offensive linemen. It's going to be a rough
yeah,
year
yeah.
for
Well, especially first year in the Big Ten too.
yeah. And then their OC, who from what I saw from Washington fans, they wanted him to be the next head coach, Grubb. It's
hmm
looking like he's going to follow DeBoer to Alabama,
Oh,
which is smart.
yeah.
If
I mean,
if your guy is going to Bama, you might as well follow him, right?
yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. And then Arizona hires their coach, Brent Brennan from San Jose State.
Yeah, I don't know who this is. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he's a good coach. I think San Jose State's had their struggles, but ultimately they've been under his tenure. They've been a pretty solid team.
Hmm.
But my big question on that one: where does players like Noah Fafita stand in this?
Yeah, honestly.
I said last week that, or no, this wouldn't have been on the podcast. I've been saying that I think I was going to say that he should stay at Arizona, but
I don't know.
that was
Do you
before they
think he
hired a head
follows?
coach.
Yeah. Do you think he follows? What's his name?
Fish.
Um, Fish. Yeah. To
Yeah,
Washington.
I think he could now that Will Rogers is not committed
Yeah.
anymore. And Fafita, he's a great quarterback. I think he'll be much better in the Big 12 than Big
Yeah.
10, but either way, he'll have a good college career.
I mean, I feel like he's dumb to not do that to follow him.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, yeah,
Yeah, follow your head coach who
yeah.
helped you to a 10-win season.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think either way, Fafita will be fine. He's a really good
Yeah.
quarterback, regardless. So it'll be
Yeah.
interesting to see where he goes. And then another quarterback in the college football world, Julian Lewis. He was a 2026, and he's reclassified to 2025. He
It's
is
so dumb. I hate
a
when players do this.
yeah, he's a 5-star USC commit. He is pretty sweet though. I mean,
Yeah, I would assume so.
yeah, he's one of the more talented high school players I've watched,
Hmm.
highlights wise, that is. But yeah, I mean, hopefully he'll be fine because the year does make a big difference.
Yeah,
And
it does.
usually to reclassify, you have to be obviously ahead of
Hmm.
your class by, I'd argue, 2 years because high school football, you could be a freshman and dominate.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see what happens with him, but obviously that won't be till next year. And then lot of transfer portal news.
Yeah.
I
The
think,
biggest one.
yeah, the biggest
One of the
one.
biggest ones. Yeah. Cam Ward to Miami.
Yeah, he was going to the draft.
Yeah.
I think, you know what? I didn't read much about this, but Tua's brother had
Yeah.
a eligibility dispute where he was looking for one more year, and then
Hmm.
he ultimately just declared for the draft because he couldn't get it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
Yeah, I
what Cam
saw
Ward
that.
did,
Yeah, maybe.
but I mean, either way, Miami getting him is huge.
Yeah.
But at the
ACC's got
same,
some players right now.
yeah, Miami's going to be a
Couple
solid team.
teams.
But at the
Yeah.
same time, I just think back to De'Ara King. His career died in Miami.
Yeah.
He was special at Houston, and he went to Miami, didn't play, turned into a wide receiver. I think he's completely washed out of the NFL by now. And that was, what, 2 years?
Yeah.
Which sucks. I really like De'Ara King, but, it happens. But
Mhm.
I think Cam Ward will be good. I mean, Miami, Syracuse, I think
Florida
they can
State.
top
Florida
FSU
State
this
will
year.
still be good.
Yeah, they'll still be a solid team.
Yeah.
UNC will be interesting.
They lost a lot of guys, right?
I don't think Duke's going to be good. I think Manny Diaz is a good head coach, but I don't think Duke's going to
Yeah.
be good. Wake Forest
Yeah.
maybe. They got a transfer, Hank Bachmeier from Louisiana Tech.
Mm.
He was, I can't remember where his first school was, or his first school might have been Boise State. If I might be wrong because I feel like because I know he was a 5-star or a 4-star and he committed somewhere really good, unless it was just Boise State and he was supposed to be the guy there.
Uh,
But hopefully he can turn his college career around because he's dealt with injuries, I believe. But he's going to Wake. Another Miami quarterback. I don't know if we talked about this last week. I don't think we did. But the Albany quarterback, Reese Poffenbarger. He's a young kid. He's going to Miami.
oh,
I
from
mean,
Albany?
yeah, he's a solid quarterback. He could be pretty good at Miami if he develops correctly.
Yeah.
Now he is young, and I can't imagine Cam Ward's going to be there for more than a season.
Yeah.
The more that I think about it, he should stay. But at first, I was thinking that he should go try and play somewhere else. But I think he'll be better off staying at Miami.
Yeah.
Other transfer news: Jaden Maeva, who decommitted from Georgia, he commits to USC. I mean, I liked him at UNLV. I'm interested to see what he does at a Power 5 school. I don't
Yeah.
know, that'll be interesting. He's a good quarterback. He could be good, though. AJ Swan goes to LSU in an already loaded quarterback room. He was all right at Vanderbilt, but, I mean,
Vanderbilt, right? Yeah.
yeah, Vanderbilt to LSU, that's going to be an interesting jump.
Yeah.
Tate Rodemaker makes his move to Southern Miss. You know what?
That's interesting.
he'll be great
I did
there.
not see that one.
Yeah, I think this was within the last week. I didn't look at the date, but I can't
Yeah. Oh
remember.
yeah, I forgot that FSU got ukulele.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah, Rodemaker and the backup quarterback AJ Duffy.
Yeah.
I don't know where AJ Duffy's going. I didn't see that, but yeah, Rodemaker to Southern Miss. I think he'll be good there. No, Frank Gore Jr. Declared, right?
I think so.
I think he did.
I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, Tate Rademacher, you did good, kid.
Yeah,
He did what he had to do, and they just didn't make the
he
cut.
did.
Um, Ty Thompson. I don't know if we talked about this one. Ty Thompson Tulane is huge. The
Yeah, I don't
five-star
remember this one.
backup Oregon quarterback never got a chance because of Bo Nix.
Oh yeah.
He is gonna. I think he's gonna be really good at Tulane. And Tulane's quarterback Michael Pratt, I think, declared for the draft. So it's that
Mm-hmm.
job is his to lose. And I'm excited. I want Ty Thompson to be good because I wanted him to be the guy at Oregon this year. But they obviously brought in
Yeah.
Dylan Gabriel and Dante Moore. So
Yeah.
Chuba Purdy commits to San Jose State. Another. He went to FSU too. He was a
Damn.
FSU guy before he went to Nebraska.
Mm.
TJ Finley enters the portal, so he's going to go to his fourth school unless he stays at Texas State.
Jeez.
He started at LSU, couldn't succeed there, needed a starting job, went to Auburn, did fine, and then he kind of sucked. And then he went
Mm-hmm.
to Texas State where he dominated, so maybe he'll make his way back up into the Power Five. I didn't see this one. Casey Thompson to Oklahoma. They'll
Mm.
have a quarterback battle there with Jackson Arnold and maybe General Booty. But Bryson Barnes to Utah State, he'll be good there.
Mm-hmm.
He was pretty good for his job at Utah, and then there was a lot of quarterback news, and I mean, it wasn't a ton of other news, but the big one was Isaiah Bond to Texas.
Yeah. That is huge. And Evan Stewart
Yeah,
to
Evan
Oregon
Stewart to
was
Oregon's
good
be
too.
gonna be a good
Yeah.
pickup for them. But
Yeah.
dude, Isaiah Bond to Texas, I don't know, man, because they're not gonna have Xavier Worthy anymore,
Yeah, that's
so
true.
he should be the number one, right?
Yeah, easily.
Quinn Ewers and Isaiah Bond might be the go. But him to go to Texas after they lost to Texas in the regular season, I don't know. I mean, he probably got paid a ton of money.
Yeah,
It's
probably.
I would do the same thing. Let's be honest. And then
Yeah.
a couple guys we already mentioned, Caleb Downs and Jabbar Muhammad.
Mm-hmm.
Those are going to be the two most sought after.
Yep.
I think Jabbar Muhammad is most likely going to go to Texas, though. 'Cause
Texas could be good.
I
They're
think
gonna be
his-
good again.
Yeah, Texas is one of my
Yeah.
favorites for
Yeah.
next year. I think his brother plays there, if I'm correct. Jabbar Muhammad's brother.
Mm.
And then I think Caleb Downs might be a Buckeye.
That'd be cool.
I've seen a few things that would just
Wouldn't mind that.
put a cherry on the top for that secondary. I mean, they got everybody coming back, pretty much.
I know, bro. Ohio, this is a year to do it. They've
Yeah.
got a lot of
Yeah.
people.
If Will Howard's the guy, this is the year to do it.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
he all he has to do is play better than McCord, pretty much.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. So
Michigan's gonna have a down year, I think.
yeah, I think Michigan will still. I think they'll still make the playoff because it's 12 teams this year. But I can't imagine them winning.
Yeah.
But I mean, my early favorites, I think, Georgia's got to be up there.
Yeah, Georgia.
Texas and Ohio
Georgia,
State.
Texas, Ohio State are the top three for sure.
Yeah, I think Alabama will still be around there.
Mm,
I don't know if they're gonna. I think they'll still be top 10, but bottom of the top 10.
I think so too.
'Cause
That's
they're-
what I was.
Because
Yeah.
there was a big difference between like the top 6 or 7 teams this year and the
Yeah.
rest of the field, and then Oregon too.
Oregon will be up there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And besides that, it's going to be business as usual. I think Ole Miss will
Yeah.
be good again, but
Yep.
they're still Ole Miss, and they lost Judkins, so
Yeah. Penn State will probably find a way to get into.
yeah, they'll still be good. They're just not going to beat the
Yeah.
good teams.
Yeah.
But you never know. Maybe Fleming's the wide receiver that
Yeah, maybe.
Drew Aller needs. Cause like
I love Fleming.
yeah, Fleming's a beast.
Yeah.
I think Drew Aller he was really
He just-
highly
yeah.
hyped. He's still a good quarterback. He just did
He just-
not play good.
Yeah, in big games.
Yeah, he kind of cowered down a little bit,
Mhm.
and I don't know. I think James Franklin's time should be up.
Yeah, I think so too.
They need to make a change because they've been the same team for the last however many years.
Yep.
For college football as a whole, a lot going on, but no
Yep.
games. Just not a ton of talk. Not a ton to talk about.
Yeah.
So we will move on to what's probably going to take up most of the time every week. NFL. What a week, man. I my
Mm,
I
what a week, but not what a week.
yeah, true. My dumbass forgot to post the picks, so I'm gonna take a look at that right now because I know I went 5-1.
Yeah,
My only
I
loss
think
was the Eagles.
I chose Cowboys, I know, and I think
Did you go with the Rams or did Tyler?
I chose the Rams.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I the funny thing was about my 5-1 was I said that I think the Buccaneers could win or I want the Buccaneers to win, but
Hmm.
I can't pick against the
Yeah,
Eagles,
I know.
and they
We both
screw
said
me.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think all
Yeah.
three of us went with the Eagles because we couldn't
Yeah.
pick against them in the first round. But
Man.
it was a
And
good week for
then
me. I mean, the first day, was it the Saturday? I uh, I was a Raheem Mostert touchdown away from $3,000.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I went 3-3.
yeah,
So
yeah, and
got all AFC, got right, and got all the NFC wrong.
then yeah, the NFC. I mean, I thought it was gonna be like, I thought the 48-32 was gonna happen like, well, maybe not that high scoring, but I thought it was gonna be around that earlier in the game, and Cowboys would
Yeah.
have battled back, or that would have been opposite. But
Yeah.
I don't know, man, dude. I think the so you ever see the TikTok of the Eagles fan? He's like, "That's a great analysis, Tony," and it's like they're making jokes out of like NFL news.
Yeah.
He posted one about the Cowboys game, and he was saying how their preseason started in the second half. The true final score of that game was 27-0, which I agree
Yeah.
with because
I did see that actually.
that game
Yeah.
was over once that second pick six happened.
Yeah, 100%.
Now, that brings the questions of, is Dak the guy? Mike McCarthy, is he done? I think you just send Jerry Jones to an old people facility.
Yeah, maybe he's the problem.
Yeah. Well, I
Maybe
mean,
he should look in the mirror.
in today's day and age, he's an old white man who
Yeah.
probably has his beliefs.
Hmm.
He's most likely the problem. I don't hate the Mike McCarthy hire. I didn't hate the Mike McCarthy hire at
I
first.
still think
I
he's
was
good,
surprised by
bro.
it. He's still a good head coach.
Yeah.
I mean, he was with the Packers and he's doing fine with the Cowboys, but it's kind of Penn
Hmm.
State situation.
Yep. Yeah.
When are you going to make
Basically.
that jump with a guy who might not be the guy to do it at head coach?
Yeah.
So that's my big takeaway. And I mean, the real thing was Jordan Love is so hot, dude.
Yeah.
Jordan Love's stock is
Yeah.
through the roof right now. The pack is back,
Yeah.
and my liking for Jair Alexander I think is back too.
Mm,
I thought he
can't
was
get there
such
yet.
I thought he was such an idiot when he did that captain shit, but he is funny.
Yeah, he is
one
a fun
funny
guy.
dude. And
Yeah.
the interview, she's like, "Oh, there's a fan."
Yeah, I know. Like, come on, bro.
Oh,
You don't
man,
know your
that
own
was
team, the
hilarious.
best player on your team. You
Yeah.
don't know him.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a fast
Yeah. it
encounter.
was, but-
She was probably losing her mind once she realized who it actually was.
yeah, I know.
But that is pretty funny. So we're just gonna go in a random order because I guess we just started with the Cowboys game.
Oh yeah.
We'll finish with the Bills game then.
Mhm. Let's just do all NFC right now.
Yeah, we'll do the NFC,
Yeah.
and then, dude, that Rams Lions game, that was the best game.
That was a great game.
That game was
Yeah.
crazy. And
Um,
little poetic little poetic justice, the Lions get it done
Yeah.
over the prodigal son, Matt Stafford.
Hmm.
You know, Cooper Kupp was one of the most disappointing. I mean, he didn't do anything this year.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I mean, yeah, it's kind of like the 2021 Jonathan Taylor situation where he went off the year before 2 years ago, and he did nothing the next year because of injuries, and then he wasn't good.
Mhm.
So, I don't know, but it
Do
kind
you-
of sucks.
Do you think it was a missed call at the end on Puka? the whole.
Yes and no.
I mean, I see why
Because
they didn't call it.
Every
But, like-
fan, I think every fan of the losing teams this week complained about the
Yeah.
refs.
That's true.
I mean,
that usually happens.
that does not have anything to do with the game itself. That is an NFL problem.
Yeah.
There is a ref problem, and it can't even, like, it's gotten so bad to a point where I don't even believe it has anything to do with sports books. I think these refs are just dog shit.
I think so too.
Like-
they just need to get paid more.
Yeah, I
Pay
can't
them more,
imagine.
and they're gonna be fine.
Yeah, yeah, I can't imagine it being an easy job by any means. Like, I'm not saying like I could do it right now, but
Uh-huh.
to be a ref in the NFL, you're the best of the best at that point.
Mhm.
You got to be able to make those quick calls and be able to see shit before it happens, or not before it happens, but when it happens. Yeah, so I don't know. It's the refs are a big problem,
Yeah.
and
they
I
are.
mean, at the end of the day,
it's every sport.
yeah,
Too.
at
It's
the
not
end of the
just
day, it
football.
happens every year. It's every sport. It's gonna go on forever. So, yeah, so it's gonna go on forever. I'm not gonna worry about it. The Bills have been screwed by the refs before,
Yeah.
and now we're finally.
Did you
getting a
see?
little help
Did
by
you
the
see
refs.
the ref for this weekend? Is one of the refs from the Eagles game?
Oh God.
I know.
I do think the memes are funny that when the NFL has to pick between the refs, or the refs have to pick between the Chiefs and the Bills,
Yeah.
because the Bills have been getting loved the last couple weeks.
Finally.
Yeah, no, I know. It's taken long enough. But yeah, it's just a big problem in the NFL,
Mhm.
and then the other NFC game. What happened,
Bucks and Eagles.
dude?
My Tampa
what
boys.
happened? The downfall of Jalen Hurts needs to be studied.
Yeah.
This year, after the Bills game, I mean, holy,
Bro, it's the system.
yeah,
His line.
yeah.
And now he's losing Jason Kelsey.
Well,
Who else?
I don't know
Who
if
else
he's
is in
actually
line with
losing
it?
Jason Kelsey. He said, I don't know what he said, but somebody released it because I don't think he actually retired. Because today on his podcast, I just read this. He said that something along the lines of the emotions were running high and it wasn't a good time to make a decision. So he's going to take some time to think about it and then make his decision soon. So I don't know if he's actually going to retire.
Oh.
Which, I don't know. I think he still will.
I think so.
I think
too.
his time. I think his time's up, and I think
Yeah.
I think he's ready to be done.
Mhm.
But I mean, if you're any NFL, that was sad. That was sad to watch.
Yep.
That was quite the tearjerker for all NFL fans.
Mhm.
And then, I mean,
Baker.
yeah, bro went off.
Yeah.
You gotta. I should have known when you saw him coming out the tunnel, ripping the
Yep,
smelling
the smelling
salts.
salts. Yeah.
I have loved Baker ever since he was at Oklahoma.
Mhm.
He has been the guy. He is what Johnny Manziel.
Yeah.
He's what we thought Johnny Manziel was going to be.
Yep. I agree.
I wish the best for Baker, and I hope he stays in
And-
Tampa and has a
And how
great
about
career.
the Browns only having one playoff win in however many years? And
And it
Baker's
was-
got two now.
Yeah, and Baker was the one to win it for the Browns.
Yeah. I know.
Dude, the Browns. I will die on this hill. The Browns made one of the biggest mistakes they've ever made.
Probably.
Deshaun Watson. I mean, yeah, at the time it looked like a great.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of all the allegations, it looked like a great pickup.
Yeah.
But he hasn't done jack shit.
Nope. Instead, he got Joe Flacco over there.
Yeah, and I mean, he didn't even.
And look what happened with that.
Yeah, and you were right with the fact that when he makes a mistake, but he made a mistake the whole game.
Yep. Well, no. Not until the first pick six.
Yeah, true. He was doing
'Cause
fine.
it was still
but,
close at that time.
Yeah,
And
but
then that just opened it up.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I didn't think it was gonna be that bad.
yeah.
C.J. Stroud, man.
He's him. Him and Jordan Love.
You can compare these teams. It's the Dolphins are the Cowboys, Texans are the Packers.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like mirrors.
Yeah,
But
basically.
just a great win for the Texans, dude. I love being a Bills fan, but if there was any team right now that I could change to be a fan of before, like knowing the outcome of the game before the game, I would have easily picked Texans.
Yeah, me too.
Dude, that had to have been so much fun in Houston.
Yeah.
But yeah, just awesome win for them. Nico Collins he's slowly becoming a super good wide receiver one.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah,
Michigan, Ohio State connection right
yeah,
there.
yeah. That is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then once Tank Dell comes back, maybe they'll get another wide receiver in the
Yeah.
middle or late to the draft.
This
Singletary.
This Texans team reminds me of the 2021 Bengals.
Yeah, yeah. You saw. I agree.
Scary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are a. If they get past the Ravens,
I know.
I mean, I
I'm
don't want to.
scared.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't really
scared,
want to
yeah.
play either of those teams.
Yeah.
But I mean, shit. We gotta get past the
we
Chiefs.
got a
though.
lucky draw.
We gotta
got
get
the
past the
Chiefs.
Chiefs, though.
That out of the three teams left, other three teams,
Yeah,
the Chiefs are the team I want to play the most.
yeah. I agree because the Texans are hot and the Ravens are the Ravens.
Yeah.
That'll be a good game though.
Yeah.
I'm
They'll
excited
both
for
be
that one.
great
I just want the last 4 games to be really good because the 5 out of the 6 games were blowouts.
games. Yeah. No.
So, and then the other AFC games, Kansas City.
Chiefs won 26-7.
Yeah.
Offense.
It didn't.
A lot of field goals.
They didn't
scored
need
2
to do.
touchdowns.
They didn't need to do much.
Yeah.
And I
I will say they have a great defense.
yes, and
Yeah.
Mojo Drew and whoever that other guy on NFL Network was. That was.
Mhm.
You think they can ride the D?
Yeah.
Dude, I love Maurice Jones-Drew. Dude. He reacted perfectly to that.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, but yeah, Chiefs defense is pretty good. All we have to do is beat
Yeah.
the Chiefs offense.
Yeah.
And Josh
Yeah.
Allen versus Mahomes has become a great rivalry.
Yep.
It's just we got to get past him in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And at home, dude, it's gonna be a fun one.
It will be.
Speaking of the Bill, actually, we'll talk about we'll finish talking about the Chiefs game. The weather played a big
Oh, yeah.
part. Dolphins don't
Yeah.
like the cold. And I
Yep.
told you this. I stuck true to my. It was the Dolphins and the Cowboys, the two teams that I thought were going to absolutely shit the bed.
Mm-hmm.
And they did.
Yep.
So,
They did.
I mean,
Good call.
I had no faith in Tua or any of those guys to make plays. I mean, Tyreek had a good game
Yeah.
for coming back to Kansas City, but they're not built for the cold.
Mhm.
That team is a Miami team through and through. And I mean, as much as I hate them, it does suck when your season ends.
Well, whatever.
Yeah, true.
Miami.
Yeah. Did you see the coolers were keeping the waters warm?
No, I didn't.
They took the water right out of the fridge and it froze right over.
Oh yeah, I did
Yeah.
see that actually.
Yeah, and then I saw one of the funny tweets I saw was I think it was a Bills fan actually, maybe one of the Bills, not reporters for the Bills, but one of the West
Yeah.
New York reporters. He posted a picture of his beer that froze right over, and he
I
goes,
saw that.
he goes,
yeah.
I wasn't even thirsty anyways.
Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah.
So it was pretty funny, and
Yeah.
I'm glad that Miami got a taste of that weather again.
Yep.
But the big one, the Buffalo Bills, Josh Allen looked awesome.
Yeah, that was a great game.
No turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I remember hearing one dumbass analyst, Nick Wright, who is widely hated by the Bills Mafia.
Yep.
And I've said this before. I don't know if I've said it on the podcast, but I've definitely texted somebody about this. Nick Wright, I'll say this. I'm proud to say that Nick Wright lives in my head rent-free. Because we prove him wrong every single time.
Yeah, that's true.
He says, "Oh, I don't think the Bills are good enough to win 5 games. How about 6? How about 7?
Yeah.
Let's go win fucking 9 in a row
Let's go win the
and let's
Super
go
Bowl."
win the Super Bowl." And good night, Nick Wright. I mean,
Like, even if the Bills win the Super Bowl, he'll still say some shit.
yeah, of course he will. I could do
But
his job,
Mahomes
dude.
Mahomes is still better.
You think of how much money he
Like,
gets paid to
shut
do
the
that shit?
fuck up, buddy.
I could do that job.
I know.
I
I
mean,
know.
like my dad says, he could go coach at a college team and get fired and still get his buyout.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, jeez. Oh, but before I get too angry about that, Bills look great.
Yeah.
A lot of injuries though.
A lot of injuries on defense. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's gonna-
I said
hopefully
this.
we get a couple. Rasul is going to be playing. I did see that.
Yeah, I figured he would sit
Yeah.
out and he'll be back, and then I think
Hopefully
Gabe
is
should be back.
Yeah.
I did hear Terrell Bernard.
okay.
I don't know. I didn't see the results of his MRI, but I did hear it was only an ankle sprain.
Yeah, I did see that too.
So
So there's a chance.
fingers crossed
if-
that he's okay.
If we get past this game, there's a chance.
Yeah, but the big story on defense, AJ Klein,
Yeah.
dude,
11 tackles.
I
or
love
7 tackles, or something like
11.
that. I don't remember. 11. Yeah. it was
led the team in tackles.
Yeah.
He was preparing to go on a trip to
yeah.
Siesta Key, I think it was,
Yeah.
or
I
Key
think
West
so.
or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, he wasn't even on the active roster. They called him up because of injuries, and man played great.
Yep.
And I think maybe not the last time he played, but the one time he went up against Kelsey, he forced a fumble, and that was a regular season win for us. So
Yeah.
hopefully he can come back as Kelsey's kryptonite because we want to bring on those
Kelsey
Swifties.
sucks this year, bro.
Yeah,
He cannot
it's
catch the
tough.
ball.
He's it took him maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks of dating Taylor Swift before he made the no bet
Yeah.
list for me.
Yeah.
He struggled big time. But yeah, George Pickens temper
Just gotta-
tantrum.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotta love it. Gotta love the Bills fans throwing the snowballs.
How about Kyrie Elam?
I'm
Back to back plays. He made a mistake.
I
And
am
then,
I'm happy to see him make some big plays.
yeah.
But I mean I just think either you don't play him or you give him snaps every week because
Yeah.
if
'Cause
he
then
gets in
if
a
you
rhythm,
don't, look what happened when
exactly.
you don't.
yeah, he came in earlier in the year and was not good,
Yep.
and he made a big play, and
I really think he could be good if
yeah,
he
I do too.
got snaps.
Yeah, and I think it was the same to say for Dane Jackson. I think Dane Jackson might be a little bit better with the experience,
Yep.
but when Dane Jackson got snaps all throughout the year, he became good, and then he kind of got pushed back when guys started getting
So-
healthy, and he came in last week and he played good, but I mean
Yeah.
he started off a little rocky. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
just what do I know,
It
right?
happens.
I just
Yeah.
run a podcast. But yeah, so it's the divisional round is set. We got Bills and Chiefs in Buffalo, Texans and Ravens in Baltimore. And then on the NFC side, you got the 49ers and Packers in San Francisco. And then you got the Lions and Buccaneers in Detroit.
Yeah.
That's got to be cool for Detroit. Divisional
Yeah.
round at home. Jeez.
That's awesome for him. Yeah.
Yeah. First playoff win since text messaging. All right, so let's start off with the AFC in this divisional round. We'll start off with the 1 seed. Ravens, Texans. What do you got?
Oh, see, I love the Texans right now, but Ravens are a different team in the playoffs too. Lamar hasn't gotten over the hump yet,
Oh, yeah, I agree.
but I feel like you can't go against the Ravens right now either this year.
True.
They're really good.
True.
So I'm gonna stick with the Ravens.
Yeah.
It's like an Eagles Bucks thing.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think, I don't think I could pick against the Ravens. I think Lamar is
Yeah.
finally going to prove himself in the playoffs this year
I do think so too.
because he needs to have a good playoffs this year
Yeah.
to get into that conversation of being that good
Yeah.
because he is that good.
He is.
So, I'm going to stick with the Ravens on this one. But hopefully Houston can cover +9 and make it a good game.
Yeah.
I think
Oh
it'll
yeah,
be
that's my pick of the week. Is
Yeah.
Texans +9.
Yeah, I like that pick. I think it'll be a great game. And then the game we are waiting for. Would you say nervously?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I think
Definitely some nerves.
I think nerves come with the ground.
Yep.
I don't know,
I mean, I was
man.
nervous. I was nervous for the Steelers game too.
Yes,
It's
yeah,
it's playoffs. You have to
yeah,
be
I agree
nervous.
with you. I agree with you. And
Mhm.
man, if dude, all we have to do, like it's something that's been said throughout pretty much his whole career. Turnover-free Josh Allen
Is undefeated.
might be the greatest quarterback of all time. I mean,
Yeah,
holy shit, is he like he's unstoppable, dude.
I know.
I saw a TikTok, I reposted it. One of the dudes is like watching Josh Allen, he does just some unheard of shit. He hits him with the yabba dabba do with that 52-yard touchdown run. Yeah.
And, okay, can we talk about the fake slide that people are saying?
Dude,
There's
from the
not.
side view, it looks like a fake slide. I will say that.
Yeah,
But when
but
it's
then you look at
front,
the other
yeah,
views.
front on,
Clear hezzy.
dude,
Clear.
he's like he's a golden retriever, dude. He runs like that.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
like I love Josh Allen. I think he's a very smart quarterback. But at the same time, he doesn't strike me as a guy who thinks to do a fake slide in that scenario.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't understand
I
the
will
people.
I will say it does suck for the defenders
Yeah, you can't
because
hit the
you're
court because
limit. Yeah,
yeah,
I know.
Miles Jack got the
Yeah.
late hit penalty
Yeah.
too. So yeah, it does suck. And the same thing happened with Kenny Pickett when he was at
Kenny
Pitt.
Pickett's was a lot.
Kenny Pickett's
worse.
was
yeah.
the
That
definition
was
of a fake slide.
Yeah.
Josh Allen just runs like that, man. I don't know what
Yeah.
else to tell you.
Yeah. Enough with that though.
Yeah, but yeah, we're both taking Buffalo, obviously,
Yeah.
and that's my pick of the week. Buffalo
Yep.
-3. I'm
Good
excited
one.
for this one, dude.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Sunday night
Hopefully,
in Buffalo.
there's a
Ooh,
dude.
Mahomes
The
in
weather
Buffalo. Isn't it supposed to be good?
it should clear up by Sunday, but man, are they getting pounded back home?
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
Sunday?
I got out the one day I actually could,
Yeah, I know.
and you got out
Luckily,
before
yeah,
it started.
luckily I left early. Yeah.
Yeah,
Otherwise, who knows?
dude,
Um,
I got down here on Monday. They had green grass.
That's insane.
The snow kept getting less and less the more south I went in New York. But then
All
we
right,
got snow
so
last night, so
Sunday in Orchard Park, high of 25 degrees, partly cloudy only.
it should clear up. But I mean, I know
No
Lancaster
wind either.
Lancaster got
yeah, I
pounded
do
pretty
know.
good.
Yeah.
and their school got canceled. And I still have to wake
Yeah.
up for 8:30 a.m. classes. Oh, it's just great, you know.
Yeah.
But anyways, I digress.
hmm
It's the Josh Allen Mahomes rivalry.
Yeah.
It's back. It's gonna be a great game.
Hopefully we pull out.
Let's get it done in the
on top this
playoffs.
time.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
hopefully we'll be, for the most part, healthy.
Yep.
I think the only one I really think won't play is Terrell Bernard.
Yeah. I agree.
Although I haven't. Did you ever see what Benford's injury was?
No, I didn't.
Because
I forgot about him. Yeah.
I know he got hurt early in the game. I think it may have been just a concussion. I could be completely wrong though.
I am glad Rasul's back though.
Yes, yeah. I think it was
Well-
smart to sit him out.
He'll be. Yeah, it was. He'll be on Rasheed.
And like I said,
So-
if we couldn't beat the Steelers without those guys, we wouldn't have deserved to win at all.
Yeah.
So we did it. So
Yeah.
big game against the Chiefs coming up.
Yep.
Moving on to the NFC. Green Bay and San Francisco. Another +9 game. Green Bay is.
I think the Packers' magical run comes to an end.
Yeah, I think dude. It's the same exact game as
Yeah.
Baltimore Houston. I hope it's close. I hope it's good, but Green Bay, they can't beat the 49ers in the playoffs, man.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
it'll
that's true,
change under
that-
Love. Maybe it'll
I
change
forgot
under Love.
about that. That's right.
You know, in these two games, I would be okay being wrong. If the Packers and
Yeah,
Texans
I
win,
know.
I'd be okay with that. But I can't pick against the Niners.
Yeah.
I think they're rested and they're ready to go at home.
Yep.
Then this game's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Baker goes to Detroit. I don't know, dude. I've been riding with Detroit, but I've also been riding with Baker.
Tampa is so up and down. You never know what you're gonna get with them.
Yeah. Now, this is gonna sound real weird because in my head it sounds weird. Did they blow their load against the Eagles? Did they use all they had?
I don't know.
It's going to be interesting because they got to
I
go
do
into
think
Detroit.
Detroit wins though.
I agree. I agree. I think it's the
Detroit's
same.
gonna be
It's a
meh.
similar scenario to where I can't pick against
Yeah,
this team, and I've been riding with Detroit. So
yeah. Detroit will make it to the NFC Championship.
yeah, these the
That's
NFC and
cool.
the AFC. Yeah, it is pretty cool. The NFC and the AFC
You know,
have been the exact same because Baltimore
yeah,
and San Francisco are the same team. Houston and Green Bay are the same team. Detroit and the Bills are pretty much the same team, and then
yeah.
Tampa Bay and KC they played each other in the Super Bowl a couple years ago. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
count that as the same team.
You know, it'd be cool. Bills Lions Super Bowl.
That would be awesome.
America needs it.
I mean, at the I think if we lost the Lions in the Super Bowl, it wouldn't hurt as much as losing to any other team.
I do agree.
So,
Yeah.
but I'd rather win the Super Bowl. So
Yeah.
hopefully we can get that done. It's
Yep.
it's three more wins, dude.
Yeah. So
Three more.
we got all the same picks for this week then.
Yeah, we do. Which I figured for the most part. It kind
Yeah.
of seemed like that going into it.
Yep.
Other than that, there's a couple headlines before we move on. I mean, the coaching carousel continues.
Yep.
A lot of jobs open. A lot of jobs.
Yeah.
Open.
I think Bill goes to Atlanta.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that's where he's gonna end up going.
I agree with you there.
Yeah.
I was reading ESPN Plus article about their predictions for where these coaches are going,
Yeah.
and I think Falcons get Belichick, like we mentioned.
Yep.
I'm interested to see who the Panthers go with because I think they have to go young and offensive,
Yeah.
or they get a really good coordinator, which
Mm.
they got to do something like the Texans.
Yeah.
'Cause they got to help. They got to help Bryce Young. I think he can be good, but it's gonna be a road
Yeah.
for sure.
Yep.
And I like Ben Johnson the most. I think out of the OCs, the Lions
Yeah.
OC. And then the Raiders should be Antonio Pierce. If it's not Antonio Pierce, then Mark
losing
Davis.
their
Mark
team.
Davis is an idiot.
Yeah.
Although the other candidate that we've seen, former Bills defensive coordinator Leslie Frazier.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
It's been a while since we've seen him. Then Chargers, I think we'll get Harbaugh.
Yeah.
I think it's
that's what it
coming
sounds like.
more and more
Yeah.
that he's going to move on, and I think they need to get rid of Kellen Moore too,
Yeah.
because I was talking to my dad about this. I think he's going to wash out and just be a quarterback coach somewhere, or like a offensive coordinator at a college.
Mhm.
I thought he was going to be good with his first couple years at the Cowboys, but then it kind of went south. So
Yep.
I'm interested to see where he lands. But Steve Wilkes is also a good candidate though for any of these teams. Steve Wilkes, Mike McDonald, and Aaron Glenn, a couple of the guys who are coordinators who could be a pretty good fit. And then what about
Yeah.
what do you think for the Seahawks?
Oh, I forgot about them.
Yeah. So I
I
don't
don't
know.
even know.
Low key,
I haven't even.
I think Vrabel would be fun in Seattle.
Oh yeah.
That would be a fun one, but I don't.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
Well, that's who they have predicted. ESPN Plus predicted Vrabel there, but he's not on their interview list yet. So
That
interesting
would
to
be a
see.
really good one actually for them.
Yeah, but I think out of connection wise, I think Dan Quinn is
Oh,
the
yeah.
closest there. But I don't know, man. I think Dan Quinn is a good defensive coordinator, but he was a good head coach in Atlanta. It just kind of fell apart towards the end.
Hmm.
He had a good team when they went to the Super Bowl.
And then who else? The Commanders.
Yeah.
Did you say them?
Yeah, the Commanders and then the
Yeah.
Titans too.
Yep.
Yeah, I think the Commanders. See, these are the two teams that I would want to get. The Falcons and the Commanders would be good for Belichick, but I don't know. I think Bobby Slowick might be still too young to get a head coaching job somewhere. The Texans OC.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Titans. Yeah, I think Bobby Slowick is still too young. I think he needs another year because I don't know if you throw Bobby Slowick into the fire right away, I think he gets exposed maybe
Yeah.
a little bit. Mike Kafka is still a viable option.
Mhm.
The old Chiefs quarterback coach, he's at the Giants now. But I think Mike McDonald gets the job in Tennessee maybe, and then no idea for Washington.
Yeah.
Maybe Ben Johnson.
we didn't talk about. Well, we did, but we didn't like because it wasn't confirmed yet. The Patriots
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
last
we
week.
yeah
We didn't. That wasn't confirmed
that
yet,
wasn't
but
confirmed. You're right. I was thinking
yeah,
about that. I wasn't sure. I wasn't
yeah,
sure if I was going to put it on the list or not because I can't
yep,
remember if it was confirmed. But yeah, Jared Mayo.
yep.
We were convinced it was going to be Mike Vrabel. They didn't even interview him.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jared Mayo though. I like for as much hate as I had for the Patriots for ruining my childhood. Jared Mayo was one of my favorite players on that team.
hmm
He was fun to watch. He was a good linebacker.
Yeah.
But shout out to him for getting the job. I think he'll do a great job. I think he has the trust and respect of everybody in that organization.
Yeah. I think they'll be a little bit better.
They got to bring in Wes Welker.
They they need a quarterback.
They
Though.
do.
They gotta
They
move on
get
from
they got to
that.
get Caleb this year, right?
Yeah.
I think
What pick do they have? Third?
I think so.
So who's ahead of them?
Bears and Cardinals,
Bears.
or yeah.
So neither of those teams should take a quarterback.
Well, Bears should be taking Joe Alt or Marvin Harrison, and I think you take Marvin Harrison
Yeah.
because you can't pass up on
Yeah.
that talent. And then the Cardinals,
You have
they can't
Kyler.
take a
He's good
quarterback either,
quarterback.
unless the Bears
Kyler.
trade Justin Fields, which they shouldn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
But at the same
So-
time, I want Justin Fields to play for somebody besides Eberflus.
Yeah.
So it's a
Yeah.
toss up.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah. And then the very few big names in the draft now. Caleb Williams just declared the other day or yesterday,
hmm
and then Blake Corman, J.J. McCarthy,
Yep.
and then we mentioned Tagovailoa earlier. So
Yeah.
it's about it for NFL.
Yeah. Coming to an end.
Yeah. It's what, 7 more games, right? 4, 2, yeah, 7 more games. Hey,
Yeah.
and the Pro Bowl, which I'm not gonna watch at all. Um,
That sucks.
yeah, maybe I'll watch the games because those sometimes are fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not watching the fucking flag football. Um, yeah, so like we said earlier, we're gonna talk a lot about college basketball this week.
Yeah.
Um, it has been a wild, wild last week and a half.
Yeah.
I mean, there has been so much movement in the top 25. It's crazy.
There's not one dominant team.
Nope. And UConn's first for the first time since I think I saw 2009.
Jeez, really?
Yeah, that's a pretty crazy stat considering how good they
Yeah.
are.
Especially since they just won last year too.
Yeah. They never broke the top
Yeah.
the top one. But we're living in a time where Gonzaga could miss the playoff. Gonzaga could miss the tournament.
That's insane.
Them, they have been struggling. And
Yeah.
they lost to Santa Clara on Thursday.
Oh shit! No way, Duke's at 7 or
Yeah.
again.
There's been
I didn't
so
see
much
that.
movement
Let's
that I
go,
just
dude.
there's one team that scares the shit out of me. Not in terms of like the whole college basketball, but the A10. Dayton is up to 21,
Damn.
and Deron Holmes. I think he was hurt when they came to Bonaventure for our whiteout game last year, and we beat them.
Yeah.
Dude, they are gonna light us up.
Yeah.
I am not in any way excited for that game. And it's at Dayton, which doesn't help. And if Bonnie's plays how they did against Fordham, they're gonna lose by 40. So
How are Bonnies doing? I haven't even paid
they're
attention.
good. They're fine. They're playing fine. They just they dropped a game to Fordham on Friday, and they play tonight against Rhode Island. They should win this one. The Fordham game was a tough loss because it was a home game, but yeah, they're doing fine. I think they're a couple wins away from being where they need to be. Like
Yeah.
the Canisius loss is going to haunt them for the whole season. But yeah, they're doing fine, and then Syracuse is also doing fine. My teams are both doing fine. Despite the 103-67 loss to UNC, I think Syracuse is doing exactly what they should be. They're beating the teams they should and losing to the teams they should. The UNC and Duke game kind of got out of hand for Syracuse, but they made it up last night with a pretty good win over Pitt.
Mhm.
They played good ball. I will say. I they can be good, but they gotta play up to. They're undefeated at home
Yeah.
though. They are undefeated at home. I think.
When's the Duke UNC game? Let's see. It's not till
Yeah,
February
it's gonna be a
3rd,
little. Well,
but
couple weeks.
could be a top 5 matchup.
Could be. Dude, UNC's looking surprisingly
Yeah,
a lot
out of
better than I
nowhere.
thought they would. I knew they were gonna be
Yeah.
good, but I didn't think they were gonna be this good.
Yeah, they started the season 19.
Yeah.
They're up to 4.
Yeah. So it's been a pretty crazy week. I mean, TCU beat Houston. Somebody else beat Houston, but that was last week.
Yeah.
Kansas knocked off Oklahoma, which made sense. That was one of the only ones that actually made sense. A&M and Kentucky, that was a hell of a game on Friday.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
A&M was up big, I think, and then Kentucky battled back and almost blew it, and then
Yeah.
A&M almost blew it, and then they took them to overtime, and A&M actually got it done in overtime.
Yeah.
I will give a shout out to Wade Taylor though. Their
Oh yeah.
point guard or shooting guard. He drops like 30 a game. He's
Hello.
insane. And then Washington State beat Arizona. Arizona's struggling, dude.
Yeah. What happened?
Well, they're not struggling. I can't say they're overall struggling, but they lost to Stanford
Yeah.
and Washington State.
Yeah. What was that stat that I texted you the other day?
Oh,
It was something about top 10 teams
Yeah.
on the road.
yeah. They were 3-9, I believe, that last week.
I think
The
so.
top 10 teams, which is insane because there wasn't too many top 10 games.
Yeah.
Or top 25 games,
10,
rather.
Yeah, top 10 teams were 3-9
Yeah.
in college basketball.
And it wasn't
That's
like they were all playing top
crazy.
25 games.
Yeah.
They were all getting upset.
Yep.
But last night, Zach Edey and Dalton Knecht, I am sure I'm butchering that, but they dominated.
Yeah.
Zach Edey, obviously, he went off, but Knecht had 39, I think, for Tennessee.
Sheesh.
So it'll be an interesting March.
Mm-hmm.
The madness is starting early. But other teams besides Gonzaga, who FAU, they joined the no bet list. There was
Yeah.
the 3 games were the Arizona game,
they're
which I
struggling.
had Arizona, FAU won. The FGCU game, which I had FAU and FGCU won. And then the Charlotte game that FAU lost, that I had FAU. So
Jeez.
they made the no bet list after that
Yeah.
with Travis Kelce. And a couple recruiting news. The guy I told you that I thought was going to go to Duke commit to Baylor. So VJ Edgecombe, he's from Long Island, New York. Some of the guys I know down here, they go to school about like 10 minutes away from there. So,
Mhm.
or they went to high school 10 minutes away. But yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Scott Drew maybe bringing Baylor back.
Yeah.
And then Mikey Williams is in the transfer portal. Not a surprise.
No. Wait. I thought he committed to UCF. Did he
Oh,
not?
that's right. Yeah. I completely
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
He did commit to UCF, but he was in the transfer portal for about a week.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
so- Sure.
should be in jail.
Yeah, he should be. But, he's a basketball player. He's famous.
Yeah.
What are you going to do, right?
Yep.
He'll be fine at UCF. He'll probably be like Bronny. Take him a little bit to get used to it.
Probably.
I think, I don't know, I want Bronny to be good, but he just has not done really much.
Yeah. No. He's only a freshman.
Yeah, yeah.
He's not like his
makes
dad,
sense.
obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not gonna be like high school
Mhm.
Bron right away
Yeah.
in college. I mean, that was unseen before. So, looking ahead to this next week, it's gonna be a good week of games again.
Yeah.
I
Tonight
mean,
we got Creighton UConn.
yeah, should be a good one. And that's the thing about the Big East.
game.
The Big East this year has been interesting. I would not be surprised in the slightest if Creighton won.
I wouldn't either. The Big East they're always good, bro. I say this every week. They're always good.
Yeah.
They always beat up on each other.
If I never bet on the Big East, that would be the most fun conference to watch ever.
Yeah, it's the most competitive conference
Yeah.
in college basketball
Yes.
every year.
Yeah, and last year it was always the home team that won,
Yeah.
and now it's pretty much the away team that always wins.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I just get frustrated because I pretty much bet on every game. Um, yeah, so there's some good games tonight. Obviously, Bonnie's, I said, plays Rhode Island. Houston and Texas Tech play at 9 o'clock tonight.
Ooh.
So that should I
Oh yeah,
Texas Tech if they play
Texas
good.
Tech.
I can't imagine they don't want to win that one.
Yeah.
That'll be a good win for them if they get that done.
Yeah.
And then I'm moving into the weekend. There should be some good games ahead. Indiana and Wisconsin play. I know Wisconsin just lost to Penn State,
Yeah.
and not a good loss there. But
No.
Marquette and St. John's on Saturday. Baylor, Texas. Creighton, Seton Hall. Miami and
Ole Miss,
Cuse play.
Auburn.
Ole Miss, Auburn. Yep. Oklahoma, Cincinnati should be a good game. Purdue and
TCU,
Iowa.
Iowa State.
Yep. TCU, Iowa State should be a good one. Tennessee, Bama.
Yeah, it's a good one too.
Yeah. So it'll be. Oh, Bonnie's plays George. Oh, we go to George Mason. Okay. So yeah, it'll be another great week.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we get some more madness. At this point, if there's more upsets, it'll just be fun because
Yeah.
it's so difficult now.
You know what we got to talk about?
What's that?
The Louisville player flipping off the ref.
Oh, was that Louisville or was that? No, that was NC State, I think.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah, just they're
Yeah.
well, NC State's pretty good, but they're kind of irrelevant in the ACC. But yeah, that was funny. All-time move right there. We all want to do it.
Yeah.
We always get yelled at if we do. But yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, besides that, there's enough college basketball to go around for hours. So
Yeah.
before we keep talking about this, we'll move on to the last couple of things we have, and then we'll be done.
Yeah.
In the NHL, Sabres played pretty good.
Yeah,
last couple
they're
games.
playing pretty good this month. Start of the year.
Yeah, UPL's playing good.
Yeah.
He got a shutout against. I mean, it's the Sharks, but still a shutout.
Yeah.
Still counts as a shutout. He looked good against the Sharks. He looked good against the Canucks.
Yeah.
They're playing good. They just got to string wins together.
Yeah. They're kind of doing it now.
Yeah. So
They've
hopefully,
done it a couple times.
we can get back to where we were expecting.
Yeah. The
Let's-
game tonight got moved
We need
tomorrow.
one of those 10-win streaks.
I know. So
So
we're right back in it.
yeah, exactly. So I don't know. It'll be interesting. I know. Did their game get moved?
Yeah, to tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, you did say that. Okay.
Yeah.
Another Sabre, though. Tyler Ennis just retired.
Tyler Ennis, yeah.
Former Buffalo Sabre. I loved Tyler Ennis, dude. He was so fun.
Yeah.
We were talking about
Back in
this
the-
off air, but I
Yeah.
want to go back and play Shell 13, 14, Pominville, Vanek, Miller, all those guys.
Yeah.
Drew Stafford.
Yeah. I mean, they still sucked
Yeah, they weren't good, but
during that time.
they were a
right?
fun team.
Yeah.
That was at the end of the 2009, 2010 where we were good. And
Yep.
then we were starting to get bad. And then it got
Yep.
real bad.
Mhm.
But hey,
And
it
now
always
we're
gets
still bad.
It always gets worse before it gets better though, right?
Yep.
So, but yeah, I would love to go back and play those. Tyler Ennis, man. He was
Yeah.
fun. Oh, man. And then another one of our teams in the MLB, the Yankees signed Marcus Stroman.
It's awesome. Love it.
I do like the signing. I think if it happened 2 years ago, I would like it a lot more.
Well, yeah.
And I think Stroman's kind of fallen off, and I'm interested to see how he pitches under the lights of the Bronx.
I like that he brings some swag to the Yankees.
Yes, I agree, and I think he bolsters that rotation a little bit
Yeah.
with that we need. And I mean, we have so much money. Why can't we just give Snell the money he wants?
I know.
He rejected our offer, so he wants a lot more than that, obviously.
Yeah.
I think we need one more guy because I
Yeah,
think Clark
I
Schmidt.
agree.
I think Clark Schmidt can be good, but I would
Mhm.
rather replace him with somebody much better. You know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm excited for the season. Hopefully the guys can
Yeah.
stay healthy.
I think they'll be good this year.
Yeah, I think we'll be back to business. It'll be how the Yankees usually are, but hopefully we can get that little bump with Juan
Yep.
Soto and be able to make it to where we want to be.
Yeah.
Couple
Yeah.
housekeeping things before we go. With the 2 episodes that I mentioned last week, I think we've figured out we're gonna move to Monday and Friday,
Hmm.
and we are gonna try to do between 35 and 50 minutes. We're gonna keep it under 50 minutes so we can get the 2 episodes in. We'll have more time to talk about like debates and stuff, and maybe either Monday or Friday will be the day that we have a guest on,
Yeah.
and we can just do that. And we're gonna try Discord. We're gonna see how that works this weekend, and if it doesn't work, we'll still be on Zoom. But if it does work, then we'll be moving to Discord, which should be better than
Yeah.
Zoom, because I don't want to pay the money that the teachers pay for Zoom. So yeah, so we'll update you as the week go on. Hopefully, I don't forget to
Yep.
post the pics again this week. But yeah, good episode.
Yeah.
We'll get more college basketball next week. We'll get a couple of off-season college football updates, and then the divisional round.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for listening to episode 14 of the Buffalo Take. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah. See you guys.